Remember the mischievous kid who outwitted burglars and became a household name? Macaulay Culkin, the star of the iconic Home Alone franchise, is celebrating his 44th birthday. It's hard to believe that the little boy who captured our hearts in Home Alone is now a grown man, raising his own family. His infectious laughter, playful antics, and unwavering determination made him a beloved child star. Let's take a nostalgic journey back to the 90s and relive some of his most memorable moments.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
From red carpets to blockbuster movies, Macaulay's career soared to new heights in the 90s. His performance in Home Alone earned him critical acclaim and a Golden Globe nomination. But it wasn't just his acting talent that made him a fan favorite. His charming personality and down-to-earth demeanor endeared him to audiences of all ages. As we celebrate Macaulay Culkin's birthday, let's take a moment to appreciate his lasting legacy. His iconic role as Kevin McAllister will forever be etched in our hearts. So join us in wishing this beloved actor a very happy birthday. But do you know how difficult his path to fame was? He made a cool $5 million from his stardom, and it looked like Hollywood was his oyster. But then, in 1995, something pretty unexpected went down that got folks scratching their heads. Why did he bail on acting? Well, the answer's tied to the tricky relationship he had with his parents, especially his father. Let's hop in the time machine and go back to Macaulay's early days. So, in 1984, Macaulay rolls into the world, joining a not-so-rich and pretty big family. His dad, Keith Culkin, was grinding as an assistant at a Catholic church. The family were cramped up in a tiny space with 7 kids running around. Macaulay's younger brother, Kieran, shared with Vanity Fair. It was just a hallway, and there were no separating doors except for the bathroom, which didn't have a lock. They raised 7 kids in that apartment. For years, they just kept bringing babies home to this little space. I guess we couldn't afford doors or something, Macaulay joked to New York Magazine. But it wasn't just the cramped space and being broke, it was his father's cruelty that left deep scars. Macaulay described him as a bad man and very cruel, and the entire family suffered because of it. Ironically, Keith Culkin, born into an actor's family, couldn't achieve the success he yearned for in the theater. This fueled his envy when Macaulay achieved everything he had dreamed of by the age of 10. Adding to the strife, Keith became Macaulay's manager, accompanying him everywhere, which only worsened the strained relationship. Keith's constant pressure on his son, and even threats like "play well or I'll hit you," took a toll on Macaulay's childhood. When Home Alone grossed millions, Macaulay became the world's highest-paid child actor. His fortune ranged from $17 million to $50 million, yet he decided to stop acting. Why? Macaulay was tired of his parents' arguments over his earnings and, most importantly, of escaping his father's dictatorship. He bravely told his father, "I hope you made all your money because there's no more coming from me," he told WTF. The hiatus coincided with his parents' divorce, and Macaulay's mother, Patricia, finally left Keith Culkin due to his bullying. Macaulay fondly recalls this moment as a relief. Keith Culkin disappeared from their lives, and Macaulay hasn't heard from him since. The whole family breathed a sigh of relief when he moved away. In 2003, Macaulay returned to acting, but never reached the same success as Home Alone.
It's me, Macaulay.
His mother may have been right when she accused Keith of ruining their son's career during their divorce. At 25, Macaulay wrote an autobiographical book where he shared letters addressed to his father, expressing the pain he caused. Keith Culkin, in 2016, declared he wanted nothing more to do with his son. Despite the challenges, Macaulay Culkin has persevered, proving that he is much more than just the Home Alone kid. Sitting down for another candid interview with Esquire in 2020, Macaulay Culkin admitted that stepping away from acting while still making the occasional bizarre headline had an undesired effect. People assume that I'm crazy, or a kook, or damaged, weird, cracked. And up until the last year or two, I haven't really put myself out there at all. So I can understand that. It's also like, okay everybody, stop acting so freaking shocked that I'm relatively well-adjusted. And so, when he first met his now fiancée, he was worried she'd harbor the same misconceptions. But he didn't have to worry, as Brenda decided to draw her own conclusions. Looking beyond the headlines, she took time to discover who he really was. People don't realize how incredibly kind and loyal and sweet and smart he is. Truly, what makes Mac so special is that he is so unapologetically Mac. He knows who he is, and he's 100% okay with that. And that to me is an incredibly sexy quality. He's worked really hard to be the person he is. And she really does love every part of him. Just take a look at Culkin's sweet family. Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song are engaged and the proud parents of 2 children.
I mean, it means everything to me. It's my family.
Their first child, Dakota, was born on April 5, 2021. The little boy was named after Macaulay's late sister, Dakota Culkin, who died at age 29 after she was hit by a car while she was crossing the street. Less than 2 years later, Brenda gave birth to their second son, whose name has not been confirmed. The couple keeps their relationship relatively private, but they have been spotted together at various events and outings. And there you have it, the heart-wrenching story of Macaulay Culkin's tumultuous childhood and career. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.